BookTube. This is my second video. Hello BookTube, I am BiblioVirgo and I am back with my second video. I would just like to start off by saying I am very, very happy with how my first video turned out. It reached over 100 followers, 100 views in these past 3 days, and I have acquired 8 subscribers, which may seem like a teeny tiny little amount to most of you, but it is a big feat for me. After all, you've got to start somewhere. So I'm here today to talk to you about my favorite authors. These are people that I could read their books over and over again. These are people that their books inspired my writing, and I just love these authors. So let's get the ball rolling. And number 1, my first favorite author is Scott Westerfeld. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking that I fell in love with Scott Westerfeld due to his Ugly series. But let me stop you right there. That is not how I fell in love with Scott Westerfeld. I fell in love with Scott Westerfeld due to this beautiful, lovely book. I think it was grade 12. So it was grade 12 and I still went to the library, and I was just starting my Bookstagram account actually. So, you know, I went to the library, was looking through the shelves, and I saw this beautiful, lovely book spine. And I was like, Afterworlds. Sounds mysterious. So, you know, I flipped through it and I looked at its size and I read the blurb, and I was like, I don't know. I actually put it back, went and browsed some more, picked up some more books, and I was actually not going to bring this book home from the library, but thank God I did. So I think the thing that got me for Scott Westerfeld is his uniqueness, his originality, and his authenticity. Yeah, he's a really great writer, but I have never witnessed a book written like this one. The format, the way it's laid out, I was very inspired by it. So this book is about a girl named Darcy, and she's 18 years old, and she's an aspiring author, and she moves to New York, and she has an editor for her book, and she goes through the tribulations and the journey of publishing her first novel. But every other chapter is the novel that Darcy writes, and it's a supernatural, paranormal kind of thing where her character interacts with ghosts from a terrorist attack, and just the way it was laid out, every other chapter like that, I was very, very impressed. So the plain old white page of Scott Westerfeld's book, and the pages with the black tops are Darcy's story. So it's super duper cool. It's like you're reading 2 stories inside of one book. So cheers to you, Scott Westerfeld. My second favorite author is Lauren Oliver. Yes, I have read Before I Fall. Actually, the first time I read Before I Fall was in grade 10, and I had borrowed a book from a friend of mine. But then I saw the movie coming out, and so I bought my own copy to read. And for me, it's Lauren Oliver's writing, hands down. She could have an absolutely horrible storyline, even though she never does, obviously. But she could have an absolutely horrible storyline, and I would still absolutely love her writing. The books that really got me loving Lauren Oliver, though, is this lovely trilogy. So, I actually picked up this book at a secondhand bookstore for 75 cents, and I didn't know that it would make me fall in love with this awesome dystopian trilogy. So my favorite book out of the whole series was the last one, Requiem. Just absolutely amazing. That's all I've got to say. She's just an excellent writer. Number 3 is Estelle Lore. I actually just discovered this author. I know. This book actually just came out recently, and I had the privilege to do a Raincoast book tour. So thank you, Raincoast, for sending me this amazing novel. Again, Estelle Lore's writing is amazing, but her writing is more simpler, so to say, than Lauren Oliver's, but it's still very impactful. So, yes, this is the author of The Raging Light, but in this novel, a lot goes on, and a lot happens, and it's a little bit of romance, a little bit of supernatural, paranormal, and humor, and drama, and it is just amazing. So this girl, Eden Jones, she has an amazing group of friends, she has a passion for ballet, and everything is going good for her. Until an accident happens, and she is seduced into a coma, and when she awakes, she can no longer do her ballet, and she is no longer the same person, and she needs to find a way to overcome it, to overcome that depression of not being who she once was. It is a beautiful novel of growth. She turns into a completely different person, and I must say it's probably for the better. Another cool thing about this novel, though, which is more the paranormal side, is that when Eden is in her coma, there's a girl next to her in the hospital room that's also in a coma, and she meets this girl when she's asleep. And she wakes up, and she is compelled to go visit the girl next to her in the next room. And little does she know that she ends up falling in love with that girl's best friend. And his name, sorry, it's been a while since I've read this book. It's been a little bit. This does not give the name on the blurb. My apologies, but she falls in love with this girl's best friend, best guy friend. And it's really sweet. He feels bad for having feelings for Eden because he still cares so much for the girl that's in the coma. So, if you're looking for a sweet, easy, fast read. But then I came back. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hoped you enjoyed learning about my favorite authors. I would love to hear about your favorite authors, so in the comments you can tell me about who your favorite authors are. And that is all for today. This has been BiblioVirgo Vlogs.